YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer here. Welcome back to Gallop Race for 2004. It's a stacked video, stacked episode. Regardless, we got a lot of races coming up. 3 back-to-backs here on the second week of July. And we got some new 2-year-olds up, our originals. That'll be ready to rock and roll here very soon. But before we get to them, Violet Deanna. She's up again. She's got to beat one horse today. Last race with her, the last episode, we almost won. She was really close to getting up there. Pale Onyx, sound familiar? Yes, that's a horse we have had, and I think we used him to breed 1 or 2 horses. So, easy goal here with Violet Deanna. She's carrying less weight than a lot of the other horses, and she's proving to be solid, and she's continuing to develop. Now, I don't think any of her stats have improved yet. Yeah, I don't think anything has increased yet. But it will. Eventually, these stats will start to increase as she gets older. But she's still 3 years away from really showing some significant improvements. So for now, it's just kind of racing her in these races. And like I said, just continuing to have good results. And again, if we can finish in the money, that will help. I know for sure the game takes into account first, second, and third place results on any of your horses. So the fact that we finally got her a 3rd place result even for an open, that will be decent. And again, that's just for starters, because I truly believe she's going to be a solid grade 1 horse when she's at her peak. That's why I've acquired her now. I think she'll be solid enough to compete in grade 1s, maybe not be dominant, but she'll definitely be able to compete. She'll be able to win grade 3s and grade 2s. So she's a horse that is going to be a winner for us. That's why I've acquired her, and that's why I'm willing to be patient and work with her over the years. It's going to be worth it. Always is. Anytime I get a late developing horse, it is always worth the wait. And I get some people are just, just have different playing styles. I don't even say it's patience or impatience. Some people just like to do things when they want to do it for their goals, and that's fine, For me, I'm building towards the future, and I really want to have things a certain way, so I'm fine with taking a little bit of time. Now, she wants to go faster, but we're not doing that, Violet. Sorry.
Two furlongs to go.
Now, let's see if we can beat more than 1 horse. I think she can do it. I hope she can. Somebody's got to tire her out. Probably should have gotten her started a little bit sooner. Oh, beat a horse. You do have to beat a horse. You do have to beat a horse. Oh, no. She just fell to last place at the last second. That is awful. Oh, man. That sucks. That sucks. It really does. Yeah, I probably should have gotten her, I could have waited, but she was already dropping the last. Crafty Gift is up in the G3. We should win this. Definitely. He got Horse of the Year last year. Winning a grade 3 should be the least of things. But man, first time didn't actually hit a goal with her. It's a bummer. Got to do a little bit better, clearly.
And they're off. That was a great start.
Yeah. Just missed that one. But it's okay. We'll bounce back with her. So yeah, Crafty here. Just need to do our thing, win this. Again, I can't really retire him yet because I want to use Pale Fear. At least from 1 horse, but the mares didn't conceive this breeding season, which is disappointing. So now I'm a little bit, they both didn't conceive with different partners. I don't know if it's them or what. I recall 1 or 2 times a mare didn't conceive that we used for breeding, but it hasn't really happened. So the fact that both of our mares, completely different, both weren't able to conceive, it just, I don't understand it. And again, that has me nervous for next year because I don't want to go 2 whole seasons without doing any breeding at all. Especially because of how long it kind of takes to get through a year in this game when you have a lot of horses and when you're racing them quite a bit. So yeah, it would be very disappointing to miss more than 1 season of breeding, And like I said, they're only 8 or 9 years old. So
2 furlongs to go.
They're only 8 or 9. Excuse me, 8 or 9. Both of them. They're not even at 10 years old yet. So the fact that, like, you know, they weren't able to conceive, I can understand if it was an age-related thing, but neither of them are at the point where they're at that age yet. You know what I mean? So that's strange to me. It's very strange. So I am worried about that for next season. Easy win for Crafty Gift. Of course, we dropped them in class, so that's expected. It's nothing to celebrate. Just keeping his profile sharp. That's all we're doing. Can I bet on myself in this game? No, I think that's only in the other. I think it's what, Gallop Racer 2003 you can. Or can you? I thought you could bet in this game, but I don't think there's an option. Definitely not when you're racing. Yeah, there is no option. Anyways, King B is up in a grade 1. The summer sprint is 6 furlongs. He's expected to finish 6th. It's a tough field, but we always have a chance. Heartful Delight, the favorite, that's going to be tough. Very good horse. It's going to be tough, but again, you know, he's still developing. Look at 88, his speed. His speed just continues to climb. Like I said, it's gone up too from probably the last episode or last 2 episodes, however I decide to split these up. So yeah, he's knocking on the door. He's knocking on the door winning a grade 1. Just not there yet, man. Just not quite there. And granted, I still don't even know his minimal distance. Like, that thing it's still not showing us. Just so frustrating. So, I mean, I've raced him quite a bit already, but they don't want to show it to us, so whatever. Because that's the thing, it's hard to figure out exactly what races to put him in ourselves because we still don't have certain data available. So it's like there's not much I can do with that. But I want to continue to put him in grade 1s because I still think him even finishing in the top 3 for grade 1s is still going to be a pretty good thing for him. So completely fine with still racing him in grade 1s, which I think he should be able to do at this point. 88 speed, I think he's very capable. Very capable. I'm having to manage him here because I know he really wants to go. His temper is low, so he doesn't like running slow. He is not a fan of running slow. Oh, late spurt. Late stretch. Sorry, I kind of fell asleep there. Kind of fell asleep, but King B can clap back. You can run him on down. You can run him down. Come on, King. Gotta push. There's stretch burst. Just gotta get up there. Okay, hit our goal. Hit our goal. I started too late. Gosh, we just got 6th. I started too late. I literally forgot how quickly that race goes on a straight stretch. Just totally could have possibly won that race. I completely just fell asleep. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, we hit our goal. It's really all that matters. But yeah, that was pretty close. Gallop World Series is in progress. We'll get back to this eventually. Just not now. We'll get back to it eventually. Alright. So King B, they want him in a grade 2. I'd rather run him in a grade 3, but you know what? Fine. Because top 3 of that grade 2 race I just entered him in, top 3 will go to the Prince Cup, which is a grade 1, so that's fine. Like I said, Crafty Gift, I would love to retire now, but like, he I mean, I don't want to move another horse out of place for him yet. I can't. You know what I mean? There's not another horse I can move yet to put Crafty Gift there. So I'm not willing to make that move yet. Again, with Pale Fear, I just want to see what type of horse I could get. But breeding failed this year. So it's like holding on to Crafty for a whole year. I mean, I know that's not smart. Eventually, I'm gonna just have to like retire him and put him in there because it's not gonna be smart to risk losing him at a certain point. So 6 to 10 on the dirt for Violet. Actually, let's run her this G3 in Nagano. See how she does there. We've been running her strictly in opens. I do want to kind of test her a little bit. But yeah, just it's so weird, man. It's so weird. Did I put everybody in a race? I think I did, right? It's really weird. So I'm a little concerned as far as the breeding is concerned. You know, wasn't expecting us to not have both mares conceive. That hasn't happened. It's always been one mare, not both. So it's weird. I'm not really sure why that happened. You know, it just says next partner, but nothing happens. You know what I mean? And supposedly the first time we tried it, there was a compatibility. So it just doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense. And again, it's a bummer because we've missed a whole year breeding. So essentially any new foals that we were going to get, potentially a new dominant foal from It's a Ghost and Aunt B or whatever, now we have to wait an extra year. So that does put things back for us, and that's ultimately not what you want to have happen. So that is pretty disappointing. But there's nothing I can do. It's completely out of my control, unfortunately. Just wish it wouldn't happen. That's all. Finally, we're up for some races here. Honest Pegasus, our 2-year-old colt, making his debut here. And he's the favorite. It's not often that our originals that make their debut, their maiden race is a maiden. Is a favorite. Can he break his maiden, Honest Pegasus? There he is. There he is. I don't know, man. I'm excited. Western Tiger and Aunt B, both front runners. Western Tiger for sure. So I gotta assume he's probably gonna want to be near the front. Let's go, Honest Pegasus. Let's see what this colt can do. I mean, from Western Tiger and Aunt B, he should be a pretty insane racehorse. He should be pretty monstrous. He really should. So let's see. Slow start. I like it. Okay. Fantastic. And like I said, I'm just going to keep him to the front. I know Western Tiger definitely was a front runner. Pegasus, want to make sure he's not going too far. Too fast. We'll keep him right here. I'm not sure if he wants to be leading, so I'm perfectly fine with keeping him right here. 7. All right. So I feel like we got the feel right. We got the positioning right. The start is really easy. Honest Pegasus could already be off to a great start for us. 2 7s already. No rough. Here we go. Revolution, no rebel, that's fine. Last corner leader. Oh, wow. Honest Pegasus on his debut. Oh, wow. Honest Pegasus, my gosh. I mean, yeah, we knew he was going to be knowing he was the favorite meant we were supposed to win that race pretty easily, but my goodness. Honest Pegasus, you may be looking at a future champion. Holy cannoli, man. Best speed, start dash, and fast spurt. Wow. Honest Pegasus. I don't think we've had a debut like that on one of our own horses in like a long time. If ever. I sense great things from Honest Pegasus. You see, looking at him over the last 2 years, it's like, oh, Well, yeah, he should be a pretty great racehorse from Western Tiger and Aunt B, but my goodness, like, I guess I really wasn't thinking about it. I'm like, his parents are Aunt B and Western Tiger. Yeah, he should probably be a pretty solid, above solid racehorse. Regal Soul, we got him debuting here today for us in a grade 3. Cook was so polite as to give him to us. She just gave us a double S Regal Soul horse for free. Like, come on, bro. It's so easy. He wants to be leading. He's going to peak very quickly. It's fine. Wow. But again, this is what I mean. The game has given us great studs. We have not been given great brood mares. And I haven't really tried acquiring any of them because, again, it's been rare that I've just spent my money to actually buy the horses in this game. Like, I usually like to test, negotiate, and win a ride on them, you know, to ride them permanently. Or I like to, I forgot he's supposed to be leading. I totally forgot, sorry. And I totally forgot to, what was I gonna say? Lost my train of thought. Totally forgot to get Regal Soul to the front. That's totally my fault. Oh my goodness.
2 furlongs to go.
Lost my train of thought. I apologize. Yep, I totally messed this up with Regal. That is, I wasn't paying attention. That's so my fault.
Show your guts.
I don't know why that happens. I get into a race and then sometimes I just drift off and I forget that I'm racing. Quite literally. I mean, that's not any capability of Regal Soul's abilities. That's totally my fault. I'm so sorry. I had him basically in the front and then I pulled him back, like subconsciously. I'm just used. I don't have a single horse. I don't have a horse that is like a lead front running horse. I don't have one. So every horse that does like to run towards the front, I always have to pull them back a little bit to keep them from being in the lead. Regal Soul is the first one in a while we've had. Clear Pluto. I decided to put the filly in her first G1. She is the long shot, and I think that's because she's a dirt horse and not turf. So the good thing is we don't have to stress about this race with her because even if we finish in last, she'll be fine. She looks a little shy, but she'll be all right. But yeah, I totally fell asleep there with Regal Soul. I don't know why I do that. Sometimes I need to stop doing that. It's a bad habit. Eric, focus during the races. You can still talk, but like focus on the race at hand. Clear Pluto. I just want to see what she's capable of. If we can beat any of these horses, considering she is a huge long shot and she's supposed to be running on dirt, I'm pretty positive. We can beat any of these horses. That's a pretty good testament to what she could potentially be. I'm gonna let her ride and run here because we're on the straight. So wherever she wants to go, it's fine with me. I mean, didn't see that horse there. Seven. All right. But yeah, Regal Soul, I promise you, if you're not familiar with that horse, what I did just now with him in that race is not at all a reflection of what he's really capable of. I can promise you that.
Two furlongs to go.
Like I said, if she can beat anybody, great. If not, it doesn't matter. Are we going to fall in last, or is she still going to beat a couple stretch bursts, so she's still going to hang in there? She doesn't fall in last place. She still beats two horses. That's pretty decent for a horse that's supposed to be running on a completely different surface. I like it. I like it. Stretch burst, kicked in. Better late than never. Positioning was D. Well, I don't know where she likes to run, so I can't do much about that. Solid. Solid. I can get behind that, man. All right. Yeah, Regal Soul, totally botched that. Oh, Turner, shut up. My goodness. Who's only riding favorites? Like, are you kidding me? Have you been witnessing the work I've been putting in? Ignoramus. Like, yeah. This is where she's supposed to be. 7 furlongs on the dirt. Now that I know, well, I knew the first time. I accidentally put her in that race on the turf. Let's find a G1 on, a G1 dirt race for her. That's what I'm looking for. If one will pop up, which later in the year, they're kind of randomly there. But here, 8.5 furlongs on the dirt. I want to see what she can do. I don't usually do that with my originals when I'm first starting with them, but I figure why not? They went Honest Pegasus in a 8 furlong race on the turf. 85 power. That is great. Last quarter leader. Already got his first win. Look at you. What a horse. So excited to see what he's going to be able to do for us. So Regal Soul, we're going to redeem ourselves here with him again. Up to another race. King Bee. I think everybody else is already set to go. Got quite a lot happening here. Pink Gemstone. She's going to be up in the Super MC in Normandy. This is going to be a really big test for her. I don't think we've raced her in Europe yet. But I'm excited, and I think she's definitely capable of obviously running against other Grade 1 horses in Europe. So we will certainly put her to the test. See what she's capable of. But first, gotta redeem ourselves with Regal Soul. We are the favorite as we should be. We're dropping even lower in class. Get him to the front, Eric. Get him to the front, Eric. Eric, get him to the front. I've said it 3 times. I've focused. We'll not mess it up again. I can promise that. Alright. Let's actually keep him like in the lead. So goofy. I had him in the lead in the last race and then I dropped him back. Because like I said, I haven't had a horse that's wanted to be leading in quite some time. Like, it's been a while. I don't know if it was between Western Tiger or Desert Diver or Sedate Ruler. One of those horses. I can't remember who was the last horse that actually wanted to be leading. Now we're going a little bit faster than I would like here. There is a rough. We're going to move him off of it now. No roughs. I do stand by flat tracks matter. I do. Shout out to the Basic Blue Army. I do stand by that.
And they're in the home stretch.
Now, this is what Regal Soul can do when Eric is actually paying attention and not being an absolute idiot. This is the speed of this horse. And the stamina. This is what I was supposed to do before I stopped paying attention. Easy win. I mean, I don't know how many lengths. Probably close to 10. Maybe 8. That is what the horse is really capable of. And the horse can still do that even at the Grade 1 level. Hence why I'm like, Regal Soul, what a great horse to be gifted. Hence why I shouldn't have bombed that last race with him. But I did. It's all good. 8 lengths. 8 length win. Double S spurt. Cook says, oh, our first victory. Oh my. Oh, how great. Like, Pink, we've won quite a bit. Several times. Relax. Act like you've been there. That's what my coaches are telling me. Oh, you make a good play? Act like you've been there. Go on to the next one. Like, oh, okay. No time to really gloat, huh? No time to celebrate. No time to feel good about your accomplishments. It's just on to the next one. Anyways, Pink Gemstone is up here in the Super Mile Cup in Normandy. 8 furlongs on the TIF. Part of the GWS, I believe. Something like that. She's expected to finish 8th. I think we can definitely do much better than that. And again, I'm still going for a Grade 1 win for her. I really am. She's so mild-tempered. To be honest, she's so mild-tempered, and she really, her speed's gonna hit 80. Her speed when I started the previous episodes, we're at 76. Her speed's already jumped up 3 points, which means she's still developing as a 3-year-old. Another one of our Gallop Racer originals that's gonna have speed in the, in the 80s, and again, she's probably gonna inherit that from Arctic Crop. So yeah, Pink Gemstone, she's been really, really solid. She's been another joy. Her and Onyx Prince both have been joys to ride on as far as the Gallop Racer originals. Yeah, excited. I just want to get her a grade 1 win so bad. I feel like she's so close. There she goes, Pink Gemstone. Let's see what she can do. Okay, long straight, Eric. Long straight, Eric. Remember where to start your spurt. Gotta remind myself of these things. As I get in the midst of talking and just kind of, you know, having a conversation with you guys when you watch this video at least. And sometimes I forget what I'm actually doing, which is playing the game, and the whole point of playing the game is to not play it terribly, at least in my eyes, but to be decent at it. To have success, basically. Everybody's definition of success or level of success can be completely different, so my level of success in this game is going to be to have our own horses, our own Gallop Racer originals, winning all of the big races, winning the big series, winning the titles. Our originals, not the in-game horses that are given to us or we can acquire. Like, literally our own horses that we have created through breeding. That's always been my goal. You know, a horse to win the Dream Cup. That's a Gallop Racer original. That is the goal. That's the dream. To know that you can create your own horse to win that race. That's the dream, man. That is the dream. Come on, Pink. Come on, Pink. Come on, Pink. There's the grit. There's the grit of the filly. She's going to dig in. She's still digging in, and it's a close race. Come on, Pink. Come on, Pink. Pink Gemstone. She is clawing through, trying to get her first G1. Oh, what a race. Third place for the filly. Let's freaking go. Oh, I love this filly, man. I love this filly, and she's ours. She is a Gallop Racer original. Gosh, I love Pink Gemstone. So close. That's a tough. I mean, we lost to the first and second favorites. Come on. We were supposed to finish 8th. Can we get a round of applause for Pink Gemstone? Like, she's getting there. She's so close. She's so close. She's so close. She really is. Like, we're right there, man. We're right there. Literally, I did everything that I could. Those horses just got that extra surge to carry a little bit more speed at the end of that race. Pink was running at her maximum, and she was still staying so close. She was right there. Again, I mean, knocking on the door, man. Just knocking on the door. I'm so focused on getting her and Onyx Prince both grade 1 victories. They definitely deserve it, and I think they're capable of it. And I think getting those victories could help maybe put them in the line to get a couple more. A few more. I think they both deserve it. Gosh, Pink Gemstone, she's such a fun filly to ride on, man. She really is. And she really does dig in the stretch. She does. She's so tough. And that grit ability locked, she digs in, man. You're talking about a tough filly we got. A tough filly that likes to race, that likes to dig into the stretch and really grind it out. I mean, look at her. She is fighting with these other great grade 1 horses. She's right there with them. They just had a little bit more speed to edge out. But my goodness, she is tough. She will not give up. She will not give up, man. Out of all of our fillies that we've been able to race on and actually keep, which isn't a whole lot, but out of the ones we have, Pink definitely has the most heart, like 100%. She has the most heart, and I think she's the toughest out of, like I said, our fillies that we've had the chance of riding on. We've, you know, lost quite a number of them, most of them I would say, but we still got to ride on most of them for a decent time. Pink Gemstone, by far, out of any filly foal we've had, she is the toughest with the most heart. She is always racing above what she's projected to finish or what she's supposed to do. She's the market. If we're supposed to be 8th in the market, Pink is always going to have us finishing 3rd or 4th, maybe even in 2nd place. She's tough, man. We have another great filly here, not an original, but we'll use her to create originals. Lee's Gold. She's up here in the Chicago Stakes. Going 9.5 furlongs, 2nd favorite in the market. And with that being said, this race is the real-life counterpart of the Beverly D Stakes. We got to finish 1st or 2nd here with Lee's. We need this grade 1. This will be great for her. She's a solid horse all the way around. Let's see if we can get a victory. But man, Pink Gemstone, she's so close to getting a grade 1 victory. I know she is. I mean, she's just knocking on the door, man. We're going to get it. We're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. All right, Lee's gold. Big grade 1 for you. You need to win it. Let's make it happen, shall we? Let's make it happen. Sly Chief has the record. Fast horse. Lee's gold. She's got it, though. Okay, solid start. And we're off. Off in the Chicago Stakes. We're going to keep Lee's gold here to the back. And I'm going to make sure that I keep her to the outside because I don't want to deal with having... I don't have to worry about trying to maneuver through these horses when we get to the last two corners of this race. So we're going to have a long way to go here. Okay, yeah, I know. You're alright, settle down. Alright, we're going to start to slowly get her up on the move here on the outside. Because we are quite a way off the lead. We're probably 10 lengths back by this point, so it is going to be a very long stretch run, and I've had bad tendencies of starting too late and being too far back to make a serious challenge, so that's why I'm getting her going now. I'm just kind of making her creep up here, ever so surely. Just creeping her up. 2.9 to go. She's looking good. Looking good here. 2.5. They're rolling. We're rolling. Here we go with Lee's gold. Nice run off of turn 4. She can push. She can push. Come on, Lee. Kick in. Oh, man. Was the timing off? Was the timing off? She's struggling. I think the timing was off. Oh, darn. Ruined that race for her. Ruined that race. Should have gotten her going out sooner for sure. Yep. Ah. That's on me. It's on me. Should have gotten her going sooner. Darn it. Well, another one of our originals, Onyx Prince, is up in grade 1 here in Chicago, Platinum S. Supposed to finish 8th or higher. Bummed out about that race with Lee's gold. I'm still not there yet. I still haven't returned. My powers are still gone. Platinum Stakes is the Kobe Shimbun High grade 2 event? Wait. No, I'm reading the wrong one. No, it's not even in here. Platinum Cup is under Platinum Stakes. Nonetheless, we got to finish 8th or better. Ah, golly. Annoying race to lose. There with Lee's gold. Yep. I keep forgetting. You see, I've been playing Gallop Racer 2001 obviously a lot more recently. Haven't uploaded episodes yet, but playing that more. And in that game, like, the whole head-to-head thing doesn't really matter. Like, it's not programmed in there as a gameplay mechanic like it is in 2004 here. So sometimes I do forget. Like, I do have to get those horses rolling sometimes before the AI start to roll. Otherwise, losing that head-to-head, it will demotivate them. And it will hurt their race performance. I got to keep myself in the habit of remembering it's still important to make sure that I get out in front of them by the time we get around the final corner. You know, certain horses, yes, maybe they have an ability where they can still be quite behind the leaders on the final stretch, but not a lot. I've noticed most horses, they definitely still need to be ahead of most of the field by the time you hit the last corner to carry off that momentum. And yeah, I certainly didn't do that in the last race with Lee's gold, and I'm disappointed in myself for that. But that's kind of essentially the mistake I've been making. It's just inherently just kind of making that type of mistake, which is just a mental error. It's not as if I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just making mental errors, just kind of mistiming it, really. I'm just mistiming it. It's really all it comes down to. It's mistiming. I've lost my mistiming powers. Why? I have no idea. It really doesn't make sense. Doesn't make any sense. Like, I've been still, like I said, playing my racing sims with wheel and pedal, and my timing is still very good. I'm still able to do well against other drivers, real drivers in the world, and this game on controller, like, my timing is off. I really don't know. It's weird. See, like with Onyx Prince here, I'm getting him going now. This is probably what I should have been doing with, you know, Lee's Gold, but I didn't.
2 furlongs to go.
So let's see what Onyx can do. The win is going to be tough. Last corner leader, that is good. Just rides a little bit more momentum, but it's going to be tough. You just got to finish 8th or better, but I hope he doesn't tap out. Don't tap out too soon, Onyx. Finish strong, man. He lost the head-to-head. He got discouraged. Still should be 8th or better for sure. Maybe like 6th or 7th. 5th. All right. We'll still finish in the money, I think. Yeah, I think in this game it's top 5. Still get some sort of prize. So, all right. Still great, good, solid effort from Onyx. Solid effort, and yeah, did probably the best we could. So that's okay. But yeah, I'm just mistiming the spurts in some of these races. I don't know why. Yeah, Lee's Gold. Such an annoying race to lose. Look at Pink Gemstone. She moves into the Gallop World Series with 4 points. I forgot. Duh. The red ribbon on that race. I forgot. Pink Gemstone, our original. Finally moves up into something for the Gallop World Series. Our only one. That is amazing. What a year she's having. What a year Pink Gemstone is having. My goodness. Lee's Gold. I'll redeem myself with you. I still would like to give you a G2. I can retire her at any moment. I mean, I wouldn't want to retire her on that note. Now, actually, let me see. Does she have to replace a Broodmare, or do I have... Oh, no. I can... Okay. Awesome. You see, I didn't even realize I had more space for Broodmares. I can retire her right now. I mean, I would like to run one more race with her. I felt that was kind of a bad stinker to end on. You know what I mean? But man... Why would they want her to race all the way in March? Are they crazy? Let's see. If we can get her 9 to 12 on the turf. Get her just in one more race. Then I will feel okay retiring her at that point. Can race her in 10 furlongs in a grade 3. No, I said it's too much weight. 8 furlongs. Handicap. Yeah, I don't want to deal with any of that. A grade 2 at the end of September. We can try that. I don't think that would be too hard. They want Pink Gemstone to run in the Princess Cup. Say less. Say less. That means that might be a race she can actually win. Grab to get this up again. Regal Soul. Alright. Regal likes to run 8 to 12 on the turf. Why are they trying to put them in the dirt? 8 to 12 on the turf. I kind of want to run him in a grade 1 already. I'll run him in this. It's a little bit shorter, but I mean, he's got the speed. Okay. Gotta see what he's capable of. I know what he's capable of, but I mean, I want to see if he's there yet. 'Cause he's gonna be, I mean, he's getting there. He's almost there, I should say. He's a very fast peaking horse, so he can definitely run a grade 1s right off the rip. So I should focus on that. So everybody's good to go. All right, let's rock and roll. The Boston Stakes. Who are we racing with? Crafty Gift, and you have Straight Impulse. He has abilities from outside and inside attack. Those just sound like they're going to put us in a bad position. Like, why would I want to challenge you? Your horse is faster. My horse has more stamina. Your horse is more staying. This horse is better temper. My horse is more response. I mean, no. For what? Challenging him for what? What do I really achieve? Like, what do you actually get? What is the point? What? Does it mean that those jockeys will give you horses like Turner does? Is that the point? What's really the point of accepting those rival challenges? Unless you're just bored, I guess. Which, yeah, that's the only time I've accepted them. It's just when I've been completely bored and just like, oh, what the hey? But like, why? What's the point? Crafty Gift is expected to finish 5th here. top 5 goal. So he's definitely on the decline. And again, I want to retire him, but I don't have room to. I don't want to replace any of the other horses. Pale Fear, I still want to try to breed at least once. And Desert Diver and Western Tiger, excuse me. I mean, I would still like to keep both of them. For sure. Because Desert Diver, he's been good, I believe, as a sire. He's helped King B be the horse that he is. So yeah. There's really no other horse I want to retire. Pale Fear is the only one, and again, I still would like to breed with him once, but the mares, they didn't conceive. I don't know why. So I just wonder if I should just try him with a different mare or something. Like, we'll retire Lee's Gold, and we can maybe use Pale Fear and Lee's Gold together.
They are midway down the backstretch.
That's probably what I should do. But again, breeding season's not all the way until next year. I only have 4 slots. That means I'm still going to have to continue to race Crafty Gift. And, of course, you know, one bad result, the game could take him away from me, so... I know the obvious choice is just to replace him over Pale Fear. But again, I think Pale Fear could create something special in a horse.
2 furlongs to go.
I do. I really do believe that Pale Fear can do that. Even though he wasn't that great of a horse himself, I still think he can create a great horse for us in that right.
We have a winner.
I can't believe we won that race. I really thought, like, I gunned it too soon, and I still probably did, but we still won by, what, 4 lengths? Wow. We're supposed to finish 5th. So, you know, Crafty Gift can still do that, okay. I really thought I kind of mucked that up. I'm not going to lie to you, but apparently I didn't. Wow. Wow. Really thought I messed that up. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But we hung on. We won. All right. Well. Yeah, Lee's Gold. We'll try her out one more time. I mean, she's raced 13 times. We could still continue to race her. And like I said, I would still like to get her a grade 1 victory. But, I mean, she's ready to be retired for breeding at this point. A Crafty Gift, like I said, I don't have space to just... I wish I could have more space. I just don't. Pale Fear, obviously, is the most logical thing to do. But again, I would like to at least do breeding with him just once. A Western Tiger and Desert Diver, I don't want to get rid of those 2 yet. So it's like, for now, I just gotta keep racing Pale Fear. I'm just gonna kind of space his races out until he's like, ah, I want to race, ah. And apparently he's okay with waiting to race all the way till next year. Am I reading this right? How is that possible? He's okay with waiting over half a year to race. Does that happen with horses in this game after they hit their peak? Like, they're no longer anxious? Or are they saying the testosterone in him has just completely disappeared? He just doesn't care anymore? He's just mellow. Life is good, man. So 7 to 11 on the turf. I mean, how bizarre. How actually bizarre. He's going to be, you know, all these races, he's carrying a handicap. Finally. He's really good with waiting all the way till next April to race. That's insane. It really is insane. I'll race him in this second cup because, like, we're not going to do it. Yeah, he really is fine with waiting all the way till next April to race. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. I mean, perfect. So I don't have to worry about losing him. Literally. That's why I did that. Breeding season happens next April. So I will be able to, you know, just retire him then. Hopefully Pale Fear would have worked. If Pale Fear fails again with another Broodmare, then I will just get rid of him anyways. And then I'll just put Crafty Gift in his spot. But the good thing is now I don't have to worry about losing him because I have him scheduled for a race, so the game is not going to take him away. It's a dang shame you would have to do that just to keep a horse, just to avoid losing him if you have one-off race. Like, it's such a shame I have to even do that. It really is. But I think we're good. The thing with so many horses, I mean, sometimes you just forget who's exactly in a race that you want them to be in. Okay, Onyx Prince. He's still hasn't peaked yet, but his speed is dropping, so he should be on the downhill slope. Now, I don't know if I'm going to retire him for breeding. He has great abilities. Passing on all those abilities to other foals with a really great broodmare, I think, would be special. He's another horse I'm probably going to have to hold on to like Crafty Gift and just race him every so often until I can retire him, because we just don't have the space yet. You know what I mean? We don't have the space to have all of these studs that I would like to use at some point. So I'm kind of going to have to do this in the game. Because in reality, trainers wouldn't be taking these horses away necessarily if they felt, okay, the horse has pretty much achieved what it's needed to achieve. You know, as long as whomever is still using the horse is still paying the trainer, I don't think they would really care too much if a horse isn't constantly racing, you know, and performing well, especially once that horse is past his peak, right? In the real world. I know there are some trainers that probably just are unreasonable no matter what, but I'm sure some, once they know a horse is past his peak, they're not too upset about lackluster performances. You know, they realize the horse is past their best point. And this game like punishes you for that. So now it's like I have to kind of schedule my horses into races months in advance just to extend the time, you know, of me keeping them until I can retire them. Like, I basically have to do that. We're finally leading again in the averaging, and we're second place in the earnings. And that's pretty incredible to consider that we haven't been winning. We've only won a single G1 this year. So to say that you still can't win a lot of money in this game if you only do G1s, no, you can still achieve a lot in your playthroughs without winning grade 1s. Because keep in mind, a lot of the grade 1 races in this race, they don't pay well. They're some of the lower paying ones compared to the G3s and the G2s. Like, the G2s can pay 6K on average, and some G3s can pay 4,300. And then you'll have a grade 1 that's paying like 25. You know, like, a lot of the grade 1s in this game don't pay that well. So ideally, if you are trying to win like highest earnings, then I would kind of stick away from G1s, because like I said, a lot of them aren't too, the prize pool is not high like you would imagine it should be in most games. Honest Pegasus, third favorite today in the G3. We're moving him up in class. He broke his maiden by 8 lengths. Top 3 here. You have a chance to win. Yeah, I know he wants to run towards the front. He's got last corner leader. See what he can do. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised we are literally second in average. That means we have really been doing well with our grade 3s and grade 2s. And then, of course, in the grade 1s that we've been finishing in the top 5, those have helped. But I think it's mainly the grade 3 and grade 2 performances we've been having. And then we have been winning open races as well. They don't pay that high either, but still, winning first place, you're getting the total amount. But yeah, that's pretty incredible. I haven't really had a year where I was like second in the earnings average without winning hardly any grade 1s. Like I said, we've only won a single grade 1 this year. You know? Just one. And we have the second highest earnings. So I just let you know, we're having success in the other avenues of the, you know, of the racing world, in the group 3s and the group 2s. We'll get there with the grade 1s. Like I said, we're in the transitioning phase. We haven't had like the dominant grade 1 horses we're used to having. They just now started going?
2 furlongs to go.
Well, I hope I didn't jump the gun too soon. Onyx is still holding on. Still holding on. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Onyx, dude. Dig in. Dig in, Onyx. You're right there. Oh, I think we just got... Oh, man. I think they just got nicked at the line. Yep. Oh, why don't they want my horse to win a grade 1? Oh, I said Onyx. I mean, Onyx Pegasus. And granted, it's not even a grade 1, but golly, so close. So close. Good win. Good win for Fresh Party. Good second place finish for us on Onyx Pegasus. I'm thinking Onyx Prince, but so close. Really so close. I definitely started way sooner than I wanted to. That track and that stretch kind of confused me a little bit. Thought it was your traditional transition, and no. It extended a little bit longer. Longer stretch. Wasn't prepared for that. But still a good result there for Honest Pegasus, who's showing he's a solid horse already, so we know a couple more things now about him. Rough track is okay with him, so that's fantastic. We won't have to worry about the rough when racing with him. His stamina's 59 now. He likes 8 furlongs at a minimum distance, and he is a front runner, and he likes the turf. So Honest Pegasus is already looking really good for us. So I'm really excited for his future. I think he clearly, I have a really good feel with him. I think he is potentially next horse of the year as far as our originals are concerned, once he's ready and at his peak. I definitely think he's right there so far. Out of all the originals we have, for sure. You know, I like all these horses, but Onyx probably can't get horse of the year now. Pink Gemstone, if she could still be this good as a 3-year-old and maybe have a great 4-year-old season, Pink Gemstone possibly could get horse of the year if I really focus on it. Same thing with King B, actually, now I think about it. They're both still developing, so Pink Gemstone and King B both could get horse of the year if I make it a focus, and maybe that'll be my focus for next year. For both of them, to put them strictly in the grade 1s that could get them into horse of the year. To really kind of push them. Blues Breeze, great 2-year-old colt, man. Really like this horse. Not acquiring him, but whatever. Oh, I'm hungry. Probably gonna finish this recording here soon and make some grilled cheese, because grilled cheese is freaking amazing, yo. Regal Soul is up in a grade 1, and he is the favorite as he should be, because again, he is a very quick developing, fast developing horse. He's good for 2 years, really, and then you retire him. So his 2- and 3-year-old season, he's great. After a 3-year-old season, yeah, you could probably still drop him in class to Group 3s and Group 2s and still do well. But for the most part, he's really just a quick, win as many grade 1s as possible horse and retire. That's really what he is. And try to produce some awesome foals out of it. So, heavy favorite here today. We should win. Get him to the front, Eric. Get him to the front and lead the great Regal Soul. Need to get him some G1s, because he will be an awesome stud as well to have. We've had awesome studs, really. We've had great ones. Now, has it always panned out for the foals? I mean, it's been hit or miss, but we've had great studs. It's just the broodmares have been the lacking department. The game just hasn't given us enough opportunities to get great broodmares. Aunt B with the record here. Fast. 7 furlongs we're about to run. But Regal Soul is very fast in his own right. Let's get a good start. Okay, let's see what they do. Stay ahead, stay ahead. Don't burn yourself out, don't burn yourself out, don't burn yourself out. Settle in, settle in, settle in, settle in. Please settle in. All right. Just making sure we're staying in front. This is our race to win, as we should. Do. Stamina should be good. Just gotta see when the field starts to really roll up on us. Here they come.
Two
Here they
furlongs
come.
to go.
Kick in, Reek. Kick in, boy. The 10 is staying with us. Pull away from them. Pull away. Pull away. Pull away. There we go. That is the majesty of Regal Soul. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good win. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. Yay. Picture. Okay. Yeah, that's what Regal Soul is supposed to do. That's exactly what he's supposed to do. Nowhere near the record, but who cares? Oh, well, you want to race? Well. I swear that's how Cook talks. I'm so positive. If they had a voice actor for her character, that's 100% how she would sound. I guarantee it. Well, you want to race? Oh, well. Big win for Regal Soul there, actually. Really big win. Let's go. The Great Regal. I'm telling you, he's really just a quick 2-year maximum horse, and then you retire and use for breeding. He doesn't have any abilities except for front runner, but stats alone, yeah, stats alone, he is good to use. I want him in the 6 furlong open. Like, why? He's good enough to bounce back in another G1 when he's feeling in the blue, which he won't be in the blue for a while. I don't like running horses in the green, so we'll run him in this in the Canopus Stakes, Canopus, however it's pronounced in this game. We'll run him in that, and we'll wait. Crafty Gift, like I said, we're holding until next year. King B is up today in the G2. Still want to get him a grade 1 victory. Look at King B's speed at 90. His speed has jumped up 4 points in like the last couple of episodes. And this is what you get when you breed Desert Diver and Ant B. You literally get an actual bumblebee in terms of speed. I mean, bees are quite fast. I mean, could you imagine if humans at our size could move as fast as bees would? That's terrifying. That's how fast they are. That's how fast King B is. 90 speed. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. I mean, my goodness, what a great stud he is going to be for the speed department alone. And still has stretch burst, so cool. Wowie wow, man. Like I said, he deserves to win a G1. I got to get him a grade 1 victory. It would feel like such a shame if we couldn't get him a grade 1 victory with that speed. It really would. It really would feel like a shame. So I think we're ready to go with everybody. And we are. So let's rock and roll. Nielsen wants to challenge me in the Plain Stakes with who? You know what? Yeah, I'm going to accept this, actually. King B is on a roll. I need to make sure I keep him on a roll. And I think this will be a good challenge. A good challenge that we should be able to win. But first, we're up with our 2-year-old colt, Honest Pegasus, who is the favorite. We've dropped him back to an open condition race. I wonder if Onyx Pegasus is already ready for G1s. He might be a fast peaking horse. Western Tiger and Ant B. He might have a quick growth spurt. So I wonder if he's already set to go for grade 1. So after this race, I'm going to find a grade 1 for him. I'm starting to think he's ready for grade 1s. Immediately. Like Regal Soul is already a grade 1 horse as a 2-year-old. I'm starting to think Honest Pegasus might be the same. That's amazing, man. Horses that can just be that great. You know, at 2 years old, that's really something special. Like, it's like, what an amazing animal. You know, that can be at such an elite level compared to most of its counterparts at such a young age, you know. Obviously with, you know, the proper training and, you know, safe training methods. Like, that's amazing. You know, that different creatures do have different potential, and of course how they're trained does play a part in that, but you also got to still think there's something in the horse too. Now, it doesn't always carry over, especially when it comes to breeding, right? But still let you know there is some above average qualities in that particular horse. I think that's really cool, man. So yeah, Honest Pegasus, I think he's ready for grade 1. So after this race, his next one will be a grade 1 for sure.
Show your guts.
Rock and roll, rock and roll. Last corner leader. I love that ability. I really do love that ability. It does help. Easy win for Honest Pegasus. Definitely got to toss him in a grade 1 and really see how he does. Second win on the season for Honest Pegasus. 2 out of 3 already. Let's go. Very good stuff for Honest Pegasus. It's looking good. Like I said, I think we have something special on hand here with Honest Pegasus. I really do. Something very special. King B is up. We're racing Joe Be Free. King B is the favorite in today's G2, as he should be. And beating Nielsen should be a walk in the park. So let's get him to the front and let's get the King another graded victory here. King B's building a pretty nice portfolio here. A lot of our horses are, now I think about it. Most of the horses we're racing on, they're building pretty solid portfolios for breeding. They really are. So the future is still looking really good for us.
That was a beautiful start.
Okay, let's get him to the front just a wee bit. All right. Yeah, Honest Pegasus, what a horse he is, man. My goodness. Just feels so much power from Honest Pegasus when riding with him. Okay, King B looking good here. This is pretty much where we want to be, ideally. Don't want to drop down too much, but this is okay. This is okay. I want to make sure I have plenty of space to make my move on the outside. And we need to. Get this win for us, and then, does this have a slope? Can't tell. Probably is a downhill slope somewhere. Here it is. Here it is. Oh, I hate downhill slopes. Flat tracks matter, bro.
They are midway down the backstretch.
Flat tracks really do matter. Like, I hate the changing elevations on these courses. It's not fun for me in horse racing. I like it when I'm playing on a racing sim and doing, you know, Formula 1 related stuff, or, you know, Group 3 GT3s, like whatever, man. I do not like changing elevations when it comes to the horse racing. It's not as enjoyable. It's really not.
2 furlongs to go.
Here we go with King B. Last corner leader. Or no, he doesn't have last corner leader. Okay. Finish strong, finish strong, finish strong. Finish strong. Nielsen's nowhere in sight. Easy grade 2 victory for the King.
We have a winner.
Easy. Easy victory. Make it another one for King B. I'm just going through all the celebrations. Woo! 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 Oh man, super excited, isn't he? Yeah, King B, easy win for him. He's a grade 1 horse, so he should be able to win that grade 2. Without a shadow of a doubt. More earnings. Good stuff. Oh, my riding should have been perfect. You know, whatever, Nielsen. You tried, bro. You tried. They want King B in the 15 furlong Prince Cup. Are they insane? Why do they want him running 15 furlongs and his distance is 5 to 11 furlongs? Finally, that's revealed, and holy wow, everything about him is revealed now. Actually, 100%. Everything about King B is finally revealed. So, where is he on my spreadsheet? Okay, so his stamina is 54, that's blah. His heart is 76. We've seen that with him, and he likes 5 to 11. Wow. And obviously that makes sense because of his 90 speed rating. So like about darn time. So why do they want him in a 15 furlong Prince Cup? He doesn't have the stamina for that. Is that a joke? An absolute joke. The game is insane. This game is sometimes insane. Like, defend it all you want. The game is literally insane. Are they are they literally mad? Are they mad? 15 furlongs. Now we can race them in this Paris sprint. That's 5 furlongs. Why are we carrying a handicap though? Why? It'll be 136. What about the Aquarius? Okay, 125. So we'd be carrying a lot of a lot of weight in this. It's part of the GWS, but what about the England Cup? I'm gonna try the Aquarius. It's 7 furlongs. That's a good check. I mean, this race, the prize pool for first place is 1,100. Like, come on. G1s are not it if you're trying to win highest average, unless you're specifically running yourself in the highest earning G1s. But the majority of them, and especially the ones in Europe for whatever reason, they're really low. Now they want him in a grade 2. I'd prefer to run him in a grade 1 right now. I think Honest Pegasus is ready to roll for it. But I don't know if he's going to have the opportunity. Because he's a turf or a dirt horse? Turf, okay, so yeah, it's probably not a grade 1 opportunity for him. Oh, the Young Crown Cup. 8 furlongs. That's in December. You know what? That's a good test. Give him a little bit of time off. He'll be ready to rock and roll. That'll be sweet. So we'll do 2 more races here with the fillies, Lee's Gold and Violet Deanna. So Lee's Gold, she's ready to retire, which I think I said this was going to be her last race. I still wanted her to win a G1, but I'm not going to push her luck. I still would like her to win a grade 1. I think that would help. But I don't know if we can get there. And she's ready to be retired now, so I don't want to really push her luck. But yeah, I think she was capable of winning a grade 1. It's kind of a shame we haven't. 91 heart. Yeah, no thanks. Not challenging you knowing that. So Lee's Gold's up here in the G2. She's expected to finish 3rd. She is past her peak, so it may be really hard for her to win a grade 1 now. I probably missed the window. I think I was still being a little bit passive with her in the races I was putting her in when she was in her peak. I think I was being a bit passive with it, a bit conservative. And now she's kind of past that point, so I may have missed the window. Zodiac Queen, our filly's in this race, and she's the favorite. You know, let's look at her. I'm sick of seeing Zodiac Queen as the favorite in all these races. Now, granted, she hasn't beaten us. From Arctic Crop and Night Breeze. Yeah, she would have been a great filly for us. She was supposed to be. Look at those abilities. That's exactly the horse I want. And we lost her because of one bad result I had with her. Like, absolute malarkey, man. And now it's like every race with the fillies, every other race with my fillies that I have. Oh, there's Zodiac Queen, and guess what? She's the favorite. The game is just rubbing it in. It's like, oh, not only are we going to take your horse away, we're going to put her in all the other races that your girls are going to be in, and we're going to make sure that she's the favorite. I swear to you, it's like the game is literally listening, and it lives on tormenting some players like me, I swear. Because you can't make that up. Like now, like we're just seeing Zodiac Queen in half of our fillies races, and she's always the favorite because of course she's a great horse. Arctic Crop and Night Breeze, like she was a solid filly. It's just hilarious now. It's just like, yep, there she is, Zodiac Queen. Right in front of us, about to overtake us, right there. Moving from left to right, still moving, now she stopped. Add Zodiac Queen up there. Lee's Gold, I know you want to go a little bit faster. You're fine, relax. Relax. That's my luck in this game. So many of my fillies I've run against. I swear we've only ran against like 1 or 2 of our colts. Like only 1 or 2 max. You know what I mean? Like, we've raced against so many of our own fillies because the game took them away from me. We've done that so much, you know? Like, we've done that so much. But the colts, we barely see because we've had the fortune of actually racing them and retiring them for breeding or not. We haven't used all of our Gallop Racer original colts for breeding, but still, we've at least been able to get most of them to their retirement. The fillies I've barely been able to get out of 2 years. That's changing now. That culture is finally changing. Let's see what Lee can do here. She's a little bit slow to respond. Got to get her going now. Got to get her going now. Because she'll have a chance. She'll have a chance if she digs in. Now that 13 horse is gone. It's not our filly. She's not up there yet. Stretch burst again. Lee's gold can still push through. She's going to get a solid second place. Yeah. Zodiac Queen. Are you kidding me? Favorite all the time, and we're beating her. Hughes. See, it's not just me. Like, clearly it was something with that with certain fillies and that I've lost. I still think the game has unjustly taken them away from me, but I swear it was something with them that just wasn't going to work for us. Now, there's a G3 for Violet Deanna. No pressure. We have to finish last, so we can do literally whatever we want. And after this race, we'll have to schedule her in another late one. She'll be 4 years old finally next year. You can see her growth chart at the bottom right. Very late. 6 years old is when it's going to be peaked. And then she's going to have a very quick, reach as far as her potential, and then she's going to drop quite quickly. So we're going to have to really utilize our time with her. And ideally, it's going to be to put her in grade 1s and try to win them. So I'm kind of going for broke with Violet Diana here. Like, yeah, I could play it conservative and just mainly race her in Group 3s and Group 2s when she's at her peak and just dominate those. You know, I could make her a broodmare like that. Or I could try to just put her in grade 1s and try to see how many solid grade 1 performances she can get. I'm undecided what route I would like to take her. Racing with her is really easy, so I would prefer to have her winning grade 1s if she's capable of doing it, because riding and racing with her is really nice.
5 furlongs to go.
I think the only thing she obviously lacks is stamina, because, well, her stamina is still developing. But I think in the right conditions, she really is pretty solid, so... Again, I don't know if I'd want to settle her in for just winning Group 3 or Group 2 races, or if I would just have her focus strictly on Group 1s. It depends. I'll have to see once we get her up to that age point, how she's doing. Like I said, her stamina's not too high. That's the only thing.
Two furlongs to go.
Oh, Revolution and Last Corner Leader
First into the lane.
with Violet Deanna. I swear, this is like our third Revolution we've gotten with her, but can't she hold off to the end? No, she still just doesn't have enough to get to the end to win the race, but my goodness. She's proving what type of horse she can be. Second place. She's building quite a portfolio already. That's why I'm kind of feeling like I'm just going to put her in grade 1s when she's at her peak, because it's going to be a very short window that I'll have to really use her at her best. And I think based off of that result alone in a grade 3, a Group 3, she's still 2 years off of being at her best. That result in the Group 3 shows you I think she'll be ready to run in Group 1s. I really do. And I just hope that she can win a couple of those. That would be great, because that's what we need. We've been missing broodmares with several Group 1 wins. Hey, if one jockey ranks first in the year for wins, gold, and win average, did you know that they receive a special Jockey of the Year award? Could it be that you are aiming for that, Callie? Woo, 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 woo. I'm behind you all the way. Wow. Thanks, Gallop Racer mascot. Lord knows I can never do any of this without your moral support over the years of telling me what's compatible and not compatible, and are you training hard enough, and oh, look at you, great. Thank you. But I'm actually kind of surprised now. Keep in mind, we're winning quite a bit here. Out of 52 meets, we've won 14 times, 12 places, 7 shows. You know, I mean, when you add that up, 26, 33. That means 33 out of our 52 races, we have finished in the top 3. So we are very consistent on that end. That's why we're leading in the consistency category at 26%. Only 2 G1s. But earnings, we are second as well. So keep that in mind. And obviously, you guys have just seen as I was scheduling races, the G1s, for most part, they don't pay that well. You have to really look for specific ones that pay well. But the majority of grade 1s pay very low. So if you're trying to win the highest average, running grade 1s primarily is not going to help. Now, Lee's Gold, because I'm kind of waiting to see what I'm going to do with her. I still would like to race her in a grade 1. At least one more. And I figure if she doesn't win that, then we'll retire her for sure. So, 9 to 12. The Empress Cup could be her last hurrah. Unless we can get her in something better. King Cup Autumn Spring, we could do that with her. Then that'll be a little bit tougher, but we'll run her in this. See what she does. That'll be her last race. And then Violet Deanna, we won't race her again for a while. As long as I can go without racing her. So, all the way until December. 6 to 10. Could put her in this G2. Because, I mean, if the field is really tough and we're expected to finish last, there won't be any pressure. And if she's able to finish well in the G2 and finish in the top 3, that is going to help her. And help her portfolio when it comes to breeding. So, 10 starts. She has finished in the top 3 times already. Out of 10 races. And keep in mind, she is still 2 years off of where she'll be at her peak. So that's already pretty solid. She's already building a decent portfolio for breeding. So I am really confident that things are going to go over well with her. And I'm excited for her future. So yeah, that's going to do it for today's episode. Appreciate you guys' support on the channel. As always, make sure check the description box below and the other playlist, all that good stuff. And yeah, it's been really fun and enjoyable. Like I said, still having some inconsistencies for certain races, but for the most part, I think I'm in a much better rhythm now. I just need to focus up a little bit more, and we'll continue to build on that as we get to the end of this year. But that is going to do it here for Horse Racing Gamer. I am signing out. I hope you all have a great and fantastic day. I will see ya, and goodbye.